Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Truck Guy Joe. Thank you for your time today and thank you for joining me. On today's video, it's going to be short and sweet. I just want to show you how easy it is to weigh your vehicle, and there's a very simple app you can put on your phone to make the weigh process much simpler, faster, and more convenient. I do a lot of videos on commercial trucks and commercial math. It's always important that you're safe and legal and you understand the weight capacities of, say, your trailer and also your truck, because you've got your trailer axle, drive axle, and steer axle. I can go into more depth in those maybe another time or revert you back to an old video, but for today, this vehicle I do have sold, and I always like to provide my customers with a weight slip so they have a good, solid understanding of where we're starting with an empty truck with a full tank of fuel and save myself in the vehicle. Let's get to it. Here's the truck we're gonna weigh today. This is a Chevy low cab forward 4500 gas. And if you look closely, it's literally just an Isuzu. It has an Isuzu VIN number. I actually did a video on one of these before that has the detachable dovetail. This particular landscape truck has a fixed dovetail, so it does not remove from the truck. But this is a very common spec of a truck for lawn care companies, whether it be a mowing crew going out day after day, or even companies that treat yards, that do lawn treatments, fertilizer, weed control, etc. This is a crew cab. The GVWR of the truck is 14,500 pounds. So that means when this truck is completely loaded with the occupants in the vehicle, maybe you got a mowing crew of 6 or 7 guys and you've got your mowers on the back, your zero turns, 14,500. Well, you got to break it down a little bit more than that, because there's a rating for the front axle as well as the rear axle. And in this case, the majority of the weight will go on the back deck here. But as you look at the axle, the wheelbase, the more weight you have to the front, that will transfer to the front axle. So it is a balancing act. So we're going to take this up to the scales, get a weight slip for the customer so I can show their foreman, the landscape foreman, exactly where the weight distribution lies with the empty truck so they can weigh it accordingly. And then I always recommend load the truck how you're going to use it day to day and take it back to the scales. And you take my empty slip, here's my empty slip, take your slip now that you're loaded, and you can move things around. Especially lawn care companies that do treatments. I have some companies that will put a water tank in the front, and based on where that water tank is located, you have to watch overloading the front axle, you got to watch the rear, and make sure you don't exceed the entire gross vehicle weight of the truck. On the inside pillar, so this here, the driver door is open, on this pillar you can find, right from Isuzu, the sticker that will give you all the weights for the truck as far as the gross vehicle weight rating, which is 14,500 pounds. They also give you the gross axle weight rating for the front, which in this particular case is 6,630, and they also give you the rear, which is 11,020. And then now that the vehicle has been completed, you always have to have a final stage certification. I talked about this before. There is a packet that comes with every incomplete vehicle. So when I say incomplete, I'm talking a cab and chassis. And I've talked about that before, but before the bed was installed, this was an incomplete vehicle, a cab and chassis. And in this case, Second Chance Restoration and Design, Erie Fleet Solutions, Chris Trott, he is the one who mated this body to the truck. And he put his name on it right here. His name is on this sticker. So if DOT stops, they know that a actual legitimate company who is licensed and certified to install bodies perform this upfit, and he also puts the weights on here as well. There's the 6630 for the front, 1120 for the rear, VIN numbers on there, and even the work order, Hallman's stock, right there. Quick walkthrough of the body on this truck. So this is a Wilrow body. They're out of Gallatin, Tennessee. I did a video before on the detachable dovetail, and I got a local guy in Erie here, Chris Trott, Erie Fleet Solutions. He is a Wilrow distributor. So it's so nice to have Chris to be able to grab a body from Tennessee, get it up here for me, and do the install locally. And his shop, like our dealership is here, his shop is a stone's throw away. So from a service and maintenance facility, it's great to have Chris. He does an absolute phenomenal job on his installs, very clean, professional. He was actually featured on Undercover Billionaire several times, his company Second Chance Restorations. So this body, 14-foot flat with a 5-foot dovetail, has drop-down sides on both sides, nice and convenient for side loading, even for something like nursery stock. If you want to take this truck to pick up some trees or shrubs, it will work out great. Got your tool rack here, toolbox for storage, you know, fuel cans, trimmer line, whatever the case may be. There's a holder over there for like a water cooler. trimmer trap for holding your string trimmers, drop down split ramps, and on the other side we've got a toolbox. Here's the underbody toolbox. Nice and large to fit items in there that you need. And sometimes you see truck companies put boxes on that are just about worthless. That is a nice large box. You can fit a lot of good stuff in there. But Chris got this done for us nice and quick so I can get it to the end user. So let's get this weighed and we'll show you how this app works. Take a look at that setup right there. I would say there's a little bit too much tongue weight going on right there. That's a 2500 Cummins, 3/4 ton. That thing's squatting pretty good. It's picking up on the front end quite a bit, even with the weight distribution hitch. So that's exactly why the scales I'm about to go on do come in handy to kind of help you get set up. This is exactly what we're talking about here. That is a pretty heavy toy hauler right there, but that truck is squatting quite a bit. So could it be over on the rear axle? It's possible, but you can use the scales as a way to set yourself up so you ride a little bit more level and not have so much pushing down on the back of that truck, picking up on the front end, which can affect the way that truck will handle. Here's the way the scales are set up. You've got these different plates here, and you can position the truck to get your axles on the correct plate. So you can have your drive axle, steer axle, and trailer axle all on different plates so you get a proper weight measurement. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull on the scale, hop out and show you the way we arrange the truck, and I'll show you how to use the app to get your weights. I can feel the first tires hit the plates right there. We're gonna pull up and get myself about centered. Let's hop out and I'll show you a couple different things here. So for today, we're gonna be using this app provided by the Cat Scales, and there's the location number that we need to punch in to get our weights. As you can see, I've got the truck positioned so the drive axle and steer axles are both on their own plates. So the front is your steer axle, back is your drive axle. Got them situated, we'll get a good weight distribution. Okay, so we're opening up the app, Weigh My Truck, and you can see it is Cat Scale location number 772, which does correspond with the placard outside, which is good. It's the TA Harbor Creek, I-90 exit 35, Harbor Creek, PA. So we want to put the number right here, 772, done, accept. It's going to ask us for a couple of things to confirm here. So we got Dave Hallman Chevy. Tractor, we're just going to put number 1, which is fine. Oh, I bumped number 2, that's okay. We'll put trailer number 1. Even though we don't have a trailer, that's okay. Hit accept, and it will give us the weights based on what the scale's picking up. The fee is $12.50. We're going to accept that. That's going to go right to my credit card. Give that a second to go through, and it's waiting for Weighmaster authorization. We're doing this in real time. We'll just wait it out and see. This is my first time using this app. Typically, I would just go inside and pay and get a slip, but I figured, hey, let's get with the modern times here and get the app. Well, there we go. There you have it. Nice and simple. Hey, there's my Discover card letting me know there was a purchase at $12.50. Thanks, Discover. All right, so without getting too technical, here's the nice overview of the weight distribution currently on this truck. And as I mentioned, the tank is full. You can see the gauge is only at full, and it's just myself in the truck. No other passengers, no cargo, empty truck. So we came in at 3980 on the steer, 5200 on the drive. The truck weighs 9180 gross vehicle weight right now. It's rated for 14,500. So there's definitely some room to add payload, whether it be a couple of zero-turn mowers, some nursery stock, whatever the case may be. This truck will get the job done for most guys who just want a gas 4-door truck. I'm back to my office, and they also email you a weight slip right to your email, obviously. And here's where I put in those numbers, tractor 2, trailer 2. So if I really wanted to, I could put the customer's information here or the name of the truck. I could be a little more specific. But what I'll do with this is I can either laminate this or whatever the case may be, just leave it in the truck. So when I deliver the vehicle to the customer, they have their empty weight slip handy. So that's another nice feature is once you weigh yourself, they do send you a copy that you can keep for your records. That's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Do appreciate your time and thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video, and I hope everybody has a great day. Take care.